Miss Burkholz here from our home in Murfreesboro. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good week. This week we will be focusing on the element of art of form and possibly a couple other elements, but mostly we'll be working on form. Form is art that is three-dimensional, so it's not just flat like a painting like Mr. Bob Ross likes to do. It could be a piece of pottery, it could be made out of anything as long as it has height, width, and then depth for how round it is. So you can tell we're making these little guys out of foil, and all you really need is a square of foil, a pair of scissors, and some imagination, and we can make little foil people doing all different kinds of things. So while you're getting your supplies out, I'm going to go ahead and read my Bob Ross quote for the day. This one says, "You can do anything you want to do in this world." Oh, this is your world. Very true. You can do anything you set your mind to. Just double check with your parents before you start taking random things from their kitchen. All right, so I'm going to put these two guys off to the side for your example. Get my pair of scissors. And it doesn't have to be a perfect square, but you want it pretty square. So what we're going to do is we're going to have one cut going out to almost the middle for the legs. I'm going to turn it, and then I'm going to do two cuts. This middle part is going to be the head. These side parts will be the hands, and it's going to be squished into a full person. Now, this art lesson is actually from another awesome art teacher, Samantha Collier. She teaches in Rutherford County too, so I'm totally borrowing this from her, but it was too fun not to share with you guys. I will also be putting her lesson, which is very similar, on my website for y'all to look at. So I made two cuts, head and arms, one cut down the middle, for my legs. All right, now I'm kind of separating these parts. And as I'm separating, I'm very, very gently and slowly, because it tears easily, squishing in the arms. See, I've already separated my head a little bit. I'm going to pull this little part of my leg out, squish this little part of the other leg, and I'm going to leave the head for last. So I'm bringing the torso in. As I'm bringing the torso in, I'm kind of straightening out my legs to both be facing down, because that's typically how legs are. Squishing them in a little bit. If you squish too hard, it's hard to unsquish, so don't go too crazy with squishing. Compressing my arms a little bit. And you can notice that maybe this one's a bit long. All you have to do if something's too long is fold it over, or squish it in even more. Here we go. Looks like this person has some bell bottoms on. They got some wide pants here. And then for the head, all I'm going to do is take this big part, roll it over, and squish it. Here we go. So we've already just made, very quickly, within 5 minutes, a figure of a person. Little sculpture. Now, artists oftentimes use foil and wire to make their sculpture base, and then they put clay on top. But since we're just using stuff that we find around the house, I'm not going to use clay. And then they use the pose, or what the person's arms and body and head are doing, as part of their sculpture's mood, or how they emote. All right, so we have what looks like a person right now, like a little foil doll. But if you want to make it more interesting, I would maybe go watch Samantha's video. It's really, really cool. She shows you how to take different photographs of these little figures in different parts of your house, and how to make each pose different. So we can kind of treat it like a doll a little bit, make him sitting up. Put those arms down. Maybe he's stretching his legs. Or maybe he's really sad, so his legs are going up. His head is bent over, and his hands are kind of in his lap. So see, I changed the entire mood with no facial expression, no color, just with changing the pose. Now, if I could put him by somewhere really, really sad in my house, or maybe around some blue colors to show sadness. There's lots of different ways to show emotion in your art, even if it's something as simple as a dabbing piece of tinfoil. All right, guys, that's really it for this one. Super easy, super fun, really fun and quick, actually. Don't forget, this is form, and we are focusing on form from everyday objects in our art lessons this week. I love you guys very, very much. Don't forget to be awesome, and goodbye.